Are you relying on Social Security this May? You might be in for a surprise. Some payments are arriving earlier than expected, while new policies could delay or even reduce your check. That's why this update is so important. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we break down complex updates in simple language, so you can stay informed and in control of your benefits. If you or someone you love depends on Social Security, stick around. This month has some big changes you need to know about. Let's begin with the payment schedule for May 2025. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, your payment will be deposited on Thursday, May the 1st. Now, if you're getting both SSI and regular Social Security, or if your benefits started before May 1997, your regular payment will be sent on Friday, May 2nd. For those who began receiving benefits after May 1997, your payment date depends on your birthday. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th, expect your payment on Wednesday, May 14th. If it's between the 11th and 20th, the deposit should arrive on Wednesday, May 21st. And if your birthday is between the 21st and 31st, you'll be paid on Wednesday, May 28th. One quick note for SSI recipients. Since June 1st falls on a weekend, your June payment will come early, on Friday, May 30th. That means you'll receive 2 SSI checks in May. If you use direct deposit, the funds usually show up in your account early in the day. For those still receiving paper checks, it may take longer depending on your local mail service, so keep an eye out. Now, let S get into what S changing behind the scenes. Because this month isn't just about dates. First up is something many are calling the biggest Social Security reform in decades. The Social Security Fairness Act. This new law has officially eliminated the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, GPO. These rules had long reduced benefits for public sector retirees, teachers, firefighters, and police officers who paid into a public pension but also qualified for Social Security. But it's not all good news. As of March 27th, the rules around overpayments have changed significantly. If Social Security claims they overpaid you, whether it was their mistake or not, they can now withhold 100% of your benefit until it S repaid. That's a massive shift from the previous cap of just 10% during the pandemic. If you receive one of these notices, don't ignore it. You have the right to file an appeal, request a waiver, or set up a payment plan. But time is limited, and ignoring it could leave you without a check next month. Here's another important update. You can no longer update your bank details over the phone. As of April 14th, if you need to change your direct deposit information, you will have to do it either through your My Social Security account online or by visiting your local SSA office in person. This is part of a fraud prevention effort aimed at stopping scammers from redirecting benefits. While phone-based applications for new benefits are still allowed in some cases, identity verification may still require you to go in person if your case is flagged for fraud risk. This change is already creating challenges for seniors without easy access to the internet or transportation. Now let's talk about modernization. Under an initiative led by the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, the SSA is undergoing a major tech overhaul. They're planning to replace outdated systems, cut 7,000 staff, and shut down more than 25 local offices. Supporters say this will save $800 million a year and bring Social Security into the modern era. But critics warn that the pace is too fast. In fact, a federal judge recently blocked DOGE personnel from accessing private SSA data, saying their methods violated the Privacy Act. One former SSA analyst even said, "You don't replace the engine while the plane is still flying." It's a risky move, and one that could affect service quality in the short term. On a political note, President Trump recently signed a memo reaffirming that undocumented immigrants are not eligible for Social Security, which was already the law. However, this memo orders the SSA to intensify audits and tighten identity verification. Many critics argue it's more about political optics than actual impact, but it does add another layer of strain on the agency. Meanwhile, people are still feeling the pinch of inflation. Yes, we had a 2.5% COLA increase in January, but with rising costs in rent, groceries, and fuel, many say it hasn't made a meaningful difference. If your expenses are creeping up, This is a good time to review your monthly budget and make sure your benefits are still covering your essential needs. And finally, if you have defaulted student loans, take note. Garnishments from Social Security benefits resumed on May 5th. Many senior advocacy groups are calling this policy unfair, especially for low-income retirees. The government says it's about enforcing accountability, but the timing is raising eyebrows. So, what can you do this month? First, make sure your direct deposit and account information are up to date. Check your payment schedule, watch your mail and email for any important notices, and act immediately if anything seems off, like a reduced payment or a missing check. If you've already experienced any of these issues, feel free to share your experience in the comments. Your story might help someone else avoid the same problem. If this update helped you feel more prepared, please hit the like button. It really supports the channel and helps reach more people who need this info. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. I cover these updates every month with clear explanations, no jargon, and all the essential details you need to know. Thanks so much for watching. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.